Hey guys, it's Tanika and welcome back to my channel. I have an exciting video today. I'm going to be reviewing the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. Now, this concealer has been all the rage lately because apparently it is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I have the lightest shade in the range, C1, and I'm going to be comparing it to Tarte Shape Tape for you and also swatching it up against some of my other fair concealers. I have been wearing this for around about a week now, so have developed my opinion on it. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, then keep on watching. Okay, starting off with the details, this concealer is described to be lightweight yet full coverage to cover blemishes, even out skin tone and counteract dark circles. It has a matte finish that won't accentuate fine lines or pores, and it says that it is long wearing with an intense pigment and can also be used to contour. It has quite a good range with 18 shades to choose from, but on their Instagram recently, they did say they are going to be expanding it in March, so there will be a total of 25 shades. I live in Australia, if you didn't know, so I picked this concealer up from tanbeauty.com and it was around $7, but I also just googled a coupon code and ended up finding one for 10% off. Shipping for this was $10 and it arrived in about a week. If you're in the UK, you can pick this concealer up from Superdrug, and if you're in the US, you can pick it up from Ulta. As I said, I picked up the lightest shade in the range, C1, and this is for fair skin with neutral undertones. C2 is for fair skin with yellow undertones, and C3 is for fair skin with pink undertones. I didn't purchase C2 or C3, but I will insert some swatches here from Soph Does Nails, and she compares all the shades against each other. So now that the formalities are over, my opinion on this concealer, I freaking love it, okay? I love it. It is a super creamy, full coverage, long-lasting formula that does not crease, and similar to the Shape Tape concealer, it has a large doe foot applicator, which I really like. I'll insert a clip now of me applying the concealer so you can see just how full coverage it is. It is a thicker formula than your average concealer, but that doesn't stop it from blending out easily, and it doesn't feel heavy at all or turn cakey if you add an extra layer or after you powder. I like to apply it one side at a time, as I have found it dries pretty fast. Once blended out, it has a nice matte, but not too matte that you look really dry finish. I love that it is full coverage enough to cover up the dark circles under my eyes and make everything look flawless, because that's the under eye life that I'm about. I have been wearing this to work on a daily basis, and I can totally agree with the claim that it is long lasting. I wore it for around 12 hours most days and it still looked great by the time I went to wash it off. I also agree with the fact that it doesn't accentuate your fine lines or pores. I think because it's a thicker formula, it kind of glides over everything, as opposed to being a thinner formula where it's easier for it to sink into all those nasties. Does that make sense? So onto the actual shade now, and although C1 does work for me and it is a great light neutral shade, I would prefer a shade lighter for my pale skin. I'm really hoping with the release of the new shades, they do have a lighter neutral option. Onto some swatch comparisons now. Here are some of my other favorite concealers compared to the Makeup Revolution. Alright, so this first one is the Makeup Revolution in C1. Then we have Tarte Shape Tape in Fair and Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral. This one here is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and this is the NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. This one here is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Fair Neutral. This is the Colourpop Concealer in 05 Fair, and this one is the Maybelline Fit Me in 15 Fair. Alright, moving on to whether or not this is actually a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, let me tell you, it definitely is a very close dupe. The only differences between the two that I found was that the Tarte Shape Tape comes in lighter shades. Tarte only has 14 shades to choose from, but as you saw from the swatches, Fair and Fair Neutral are both lighter than C1. And the second difference is that Tarte Shape Tape has the slightest bit more coverage. I did wear them side by side for 2 days to compare the differences. And on the Makeup Revolution side, I could just see my dark circle peeping through that tiny little bit more. But when you compare the price difference, come on, Makeup Revolution is the winner here. To get real technical, I just want to compare the price difference. So with the Makeup Revolution, you get 3.4 mils of product and it retails for $7 Australian. So this estimates to be $2.05 per mil. With the Tarte Shape Tape, you get 10 mils of product and it retails for $37 Australian. So this equals to $3.70 per mil. So looking at the price per mil, you can buy 3 bottles of the Makeup Revolution concealer for $21 and you're getting 10.2 mils of product. That's equivalent to 1 bottle of Tape Shape at a better price. You see where I'm coming from? Overall though, these two concealers perform very similar, and if you are on a budget or just love a good deal, I would definitely recommend trying out the Makeup Revolution. If you are lighter than me, I'd probably suggest holding out until they do release the new shades to see if they have a better option. They did put a picture of all the shades, including the new ones, on their Instagram. I'll insert it now, but they didn't put the shade names next to it, so I'm not really sure which ones are existing and which ones will be the new shades. Anyway, my final thoughts on this concealer is that it is absolutely amazing and it is probably the best drugstore concealer that I have ever used. I love full coverage under my eyes as I find it really just pulls the base together, and this concealer absolutely does the job. And in my opinion, it is the only concealer that actually comes close to being a dupe for Shape Tape. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching today and I got around to covering everything. If you have any more questions, just leave me a comment below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload 2 videos a week and most of them are related to pale skin. So if you're pale, subscribe to my channel. And if you're not pale, subscribe anyway. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you all next time. Bye!